welcome to In Your Face. Today's edition features a debate about the best quarterbacks in the league today, as well as college athletes getting paid. Should they or shouldn't they? Gentlemen?
So, back to the Brady and Manning thing. So, I'm going to have to go with Peyton Manning here. Because when you look at what happened when he was with the Colts, and then when he was eventually dropped from the Colts after that horrible injury he suffered, look at who came in, Curtis Painter, and he led that team. I believe it was an 0-16, or was it 1-15? It was somewhere around there. 2-14, there we go. 2-14 season, because he wasn't there. It was the same group. It was just because Peyton Manning was not there, the team was bad.
So you say Manning.
Yes.
The other side, of course, Brady.
Well, I mean, you have to say, like, Tom Brady built a dynasty in New England with Bill Belichick. He won 3 Super Bowls, MVP twice, and he's been to a lot more of them. So, I mean, as far as Super Bowl is concerned and team success, I'd have to go with Tom Brady.
But then when you look at Peyton Manning with the Broncos as well, I mean, he got there 2 years ago, and he's done wonders for them so far. He's really brought that team from nowhere to somewhere very, very quickly,
Well, I mean, you have to look at it. I mean, Peyton's weapons in Denver were so much better than Brady's weapons in New England. I mean, with Gronkowski hurt and Hernandez in prison, he basically had nobody. And then, you know, as you look at Denver, Welker, Decker, Demaryius Thomas, I mean, he had a lot, and Julius Thomas, he had so many weapons.
But when you look back at what Tom Brady had a couple years ago, Randy Moss, Wes Welker, that was a pretty loaded offense too.
And they didn't win it when they had that.
They didn't win it when they had that.
Also about defenses. Brady's usually had better defense. But that's a good point. Manning has the best receiving corps in the league. Moving on to collegiate sports. Should college athletes get paid? It's a debate that's been going on for a few years. There's been a lot of different opinions about it. You know, they bring in so many funds, so much money for the teams with their jersey sales, with merchandise, with game tickets. So should these guys get paid or not? Start with you.
Well, I'd have to say no, because they get so many benefits that the common college student does not. I mean, they get free books, free food, free lodging. They get a full ride for an education. And all they have to do is play sports, which they love to do, and they get a shot at professional sports as well. So I'd have to say no.
Well, when you look back, they're performing a task, and usually, or most cases, when you perform a task, there is some kind of reward. They do get most of the stuff you said, except they don't get free food. They're actually fighting for that right now. But they bring in so much revenue for these college teams, and so many donors, all to pay the coach and the GMs and all the people at the very head of the college. I think they deserve a little bit because of all the money they're bringing in to the higher-ups in the college there.
Well, I mean, as you would look at it like that, I mean, college kids don't necessarily know how to use money, so they might go out and buy steroids or crazy other stuff. I mean, I think it's better for them just to get benefits for their education and play for the school. Even they can have the option not to play if they do not want to. It's not like they're forcing them to play, so they can just opt out if they don't like it.
Well, I mean, what do you mean by like forcing them to play? Because when you get a full ride, you're usually, if you want to go to college for free, you're usually required.
Yeah, but that's the point. They're getting college, which is extremely expensive, for $0. They don't have to pay a single penny.
But then they're running the risk of different injuries along the way, and who knows, they may not make it. I mean, those guys, they have no idea what their future holds in store. And then what they're going to do, the majority of the guys, they're going to go, if they do make professional sports, they're not going to focus on school at all. They're only focusing on sports, and then they get to sports. Eventually, there's 70% of college athletes go broke after 2 years of playing professional sports. What do you do after that?
Good points by both sides. I'm going to have to cut you guys off. We've got to throw it back to Bristol. But on behalf of my fellow sports analyst, this is Julian Rosen. This has been In Your Face. Join us next time.